right, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube citizens, happy holidays and happy new year. Y'all know who this is. This is your boy Tru Inferno. And as we all know, we are rounding down the clock before 2015 comes to an end and 2016 comes here, I guess. So as you saw in the past 2 weeks, I have done, my top 5 things about this year. So 2 weeks ago it was video games, or the list of video games I got this year, and I gave y'all really my top 3, I guess. Last week I gave y'all the top 5 movies that I saw this year. Now I'm gonna give you the top 5 mixtapes / albums that I got and heard this year, that came out this year. But these aren't going to be mainstream artists. No. So don't expect Future, no Drake, no Future Drake collab, nothing like that. We talking underground cats right here, because that's mostly all that I listen to nowadays. So yeah, there you go. So with that said, and again, there's like 5 that I'm doing 5 right here. So with that said, let's get straight into it. Number 5 on the list is Pride with his mixtape Which Veil Summer. So this mixtape came out June the 10th, and this contained 13 tracks. Now this is number 5 on my list because it's one of the most unique mixtapes I ever heard, man. It still got that bang, but it also mellowed out. It's chill, and it got some dope tracks rather. Again, it's 13 tracks. So really, the ones that got me the most was track 2, which is called Down. That is the most unique track on the whole entire album. And then track number 3 called Banging My Line rather. That one, even though it's still unique, it bangs though. So it bangs, but still unique. Then we got the next track, which is Lit, a mellow out track. And this one, I guess, serves as the single for this mixtape. Then track number 5 is that one shared the name of the album, or the mixtape rather, called Which Veil Summer. That one's chill, and that one's really dope as well. Track number 7 is called Squad, and that one bangs and is also really dope. And there's another track that uses that title, spelled differently though, that is in another mixtape that made this list. I'll get more on that later. Track number 10 is called Rest In, Eats In. That one is mellow out, and that one is really dope. I have to say, it's between that and Which Veil Summer as far as my favorite tracks off the whole album. Then, of course, track number 12 is called Mama, and that one was pretty dope as well. So, yeah, number 5, Pride with Which Veil Summer. Just Google that mug, and you can get it for free anywhere, really. Number 4, Euros with BIC, Because I Can. Now, he came out with another mixtape prior to this one called 808, but this one makes the list because this one was pretty dope as well, even though it only contained 9 tracks. This one came out July the 29th, and again, this one is unique as well, but it still bangs, but it's really unique for like the beat pattern and yeah, basically the pattern and the tempo of most of the tracks on this mixtape. So track number 2, that one's really one of my favorites right there, because it bangs, it's still unique, and it's got this dark tone, but it's still dope. It's really out cold, man. Track number 5 is called Arkham, like Arkham Asylum, and that one's obviously is dark, given the title, but it's also unique as well. And then, of course, moving on to track number 6 called For the Record. That one was pretty cool. Track number 7 was called LKN4, the number 4, featuring Pyro. That one unique as well. And really, that's the only song off the whole mixtape that features somebody. Going back to Pride's Which Veil Summer, he did that on his own. He did not feature anybody on any of his tracks, by the way. And then going back to Euros BIC, the last track, track number 9, 2 MPH, obviously stands for 2 miles per hour. That is the best track off of the whole entire mixtape. Oh man, anytime I hear that joint, I know the words to it, just like that. I had to sing along, man. It's mellow out, it's out cold. Matter of fact, I even made a beat similar to the beat used in this track. So that was pretty dope right there. All right, moving on from Euros Because I Can to the best mixtape / album from an underground artist that came out this year. And that honor goes to Willie J. Peso with Sativa. How you pronounce that word? For Willie J, if you're listening. This one came out actually this month, December 5th. And going back to Euros before I move on, you can get that one anywhere. Just Google that up, Euros Because I Can, or Euros BIC. You will easily find it online and for free as well. Willie J, Now this one, he only came out with 6 tracks, but they are pretty dope for the most part. But you know, there's really 4 that stands out to me. The second track, which is called Loud, that one bangs big time. That one was pretty dope, man. Don't sleep on that track. Then track number 3 is called 401E to Toronto. That one's mellowed and chilled and all that stuff. But that one's dope as well. That's the one you should not sleep on. I said don't sleep aloud. You should not really sleep on that one as well. Track number 5, to me, is the best track of the whole album. Mixtape rather. That one's called One Day featuring Scholar. And that one is smooth and that one's pretty out cold. Then track number 6, we got Get High. That's the last track of the whole album and mixtape. That one bangs as well. So yeah, there you go. Now this is available on iTunes. Although you can probably Google this up, but I recommend you going to iTunes, support Willie J, you know, a local Detroit cat. He did a mixtape party for this Thanksgiving Eve. Yeah, and I was there for that. And that mug was crazy, dog. As soon as I walked in, they had these concession stands where they were selling nothing but, well, there was one that was selling gym shoes. But there was another one. But the rest of them, it was like related. They even had Reed and Kool-Aid. It was crazy. I'm like, are you serious, though? It was that crazy, man. But yeah, that, you know, like I said, if you ever listen to this one, man, I recommend you go out and get off of iTunes and maybe on Google Play. I'm not sure. But yeah, Willie J Peso Sativa, how you pronounce that joint? Now, the second best mixtape / album from the entire year. And I don't care if this is underground or not, or mainstream. This is truly the second best mixtape / album of 2015. Villa with his album, or mixtape rather, Vertical. Now, this one is 11 tracks, and I'm letting you know right here, right now, all of them are like mellow, chill, you know, those types of beats, dog. But they cool. They really, really cool, man. So if you're looking for something that's bang, that's hard, this ain't the one. But it's still alcohol, it's still dope, it's still ill. Track number 2, he came out with 3 singles for this one. Track number 2, Teardrop Mercedes rather. That one, obviously one of the 3 singles. That one's really dope, man. Like, you know, I know the hook for that one. That was really out cold. Track number 3, Scribe. One of the best tracks off the whole album. This one took me some time to fall in love with and get used to and to really like. I ain't saying I hated it at first, but you know, this, I mean, it wasn't one of my favorites to start off with, but the more I listened to it repeatedly, the more I fell in love with it. And this one spelled SQAD, unlike Pride's track Scribe, which is SQUAD. But yeah, this one was out cold and one of the best tracks off the whole album. Tied with this one, track number 5, Free Fall. When I first heard this one, I instantly fell in love with this one. There's not much I can say about this one, man. I would just go off in a train of thought, or just, you know, one of those types of moods when I'm just like, screw the world, I'm just gonna go off in my own world, my own zone or whatever. When this joint comes on, man, it's that deep. It's that out cold as well. Track number 6 is Neon Pink featuring Rome. And this one was the very first single, Rome Fortune, excuse me, that's his name. And this one was the very first single off of this mixtape. And this one was pretty dope as well. So yeah, there you go with that. Then after that, we got January, another single, and that one is dope as well. Really out cold. Don't sleep on that one. Then of course we got Blurry, track number 10, which is dope. And then track number 11 is S2S, which I can relate to. S2S, which is abbreviation for Summer to Summer. So yeah. Now, the number 1 mixtape / album, I don't care, underground, mainstream, whatever, belongs to Target by Gerald Walker. This one, I will admit, I have been waiting for this one for a couple of years now. And this one is a double disc. So, yeah, there you go with that. And every track on here is dope. So this is a double disc. And like I said, and if memory serves me correctly, we are talking about a grand total of 23 tracks. The first disc had 12 tracks. The second track had 11. The second disc had 11, excuse me. And going off the first disc, Watch Your Step, the first track is dope. The Resistance, not Resistance, the Resistance. That's how it goes. That one's out cold as well. One of my favorites off the whole album. Track number 4 is called The Walls of Jericho, featuring Lee Long. And this one's pretty cool because it reminds me of Chris Jericho. If you hear the hook top of something, break down the walls, Jericho, you would think he talking about Chris Jericho. So that's why I really like that one. Track number 7 called The Realest Interlude. That one was pretty dope as well. You would think it's a skit, but not really. Track number 9 is called My Place. That one is smooth, it's dope, and it's chilled out, man. It's all cold. Track number 12 is the single off of this album, No Heart Feelings. Not No Hard Feelings, No Heart Feelings, featuring the Walker family. That one is dope as well. Then track number 12, the last track off of the first disc, is called Target. And this one really dope because it contains some hard lyricism. So yeah, that one was really dope. Then we get to disc number 2, the first track on there, We Come So Far But Still Have Ways to Go, featuring the Walker family. The reason why I'm mentioning this one because this one produced by a well-known beat maker / music producer in the form of Booney Mayfield, aka Boondock, aka Solomon Vaughn. He produced 3 tracks off of this album, if you can believe it or not. We also got track number 3, and this is the main reason why I've been waiting for this album to come out for a couple of years now. This track right here, Let Us In, featuring the Walker family. This joint is out cold. It is the best track of the year. It is that out cold, man. Again, all the tracks on here is out cold, but this one takes the cake, man. When I hear this one, I can't skip over it, dog. I know the lyrics to it is out cold. Then we go on to track number 7, which is called Danziger Bridge, featuring the Walker family. And then track number 8, featuring Danziger Reprise. Both of them produced by, again, Booney Mayfield, aka. In fact, if you would have heard both of these tracks, if you heard both of these tracks and followed Booney Mayfield, you could easily identify both those beats. I crap you not. In fact, if you would have listened to We Come So Far But Still Have Ways to Go, even though he have not showcased that beat on YouTube, and I'm sure he showcased that on his actual website, but you could listen to it and say, that's Booney Mayfield right there. I'm not sure he made that or not, but it sounds like something Booney Mayfield would make, and he actually did. But back to the Danziger tracks, yeah, if you heard both of them, you would have went like, oh snap, both of these was on his YouTube channel at one point in time, but he took both of them down, and yeah, there you go with that. So yeah, there you go, my top 5. Gerald Walker, with his album, double this album, Target, leading the way. But yeah, man, that's pretty much the end of the gameplay. And as you can clearly see, we have won in dominating fashion and domination, despite the fact I went like 7-10 or whatever. But yeah, man, y'all know who this is, man. This is the new Jay Gatsby saying peace out, y'all, and happy holidays.
2K don't need Spike Lee. Don't negotiate with Spike Lee. No. Please stay away from Spike Lee. Stay away. Don't get in contact with Spike Lee. Don't do it. I'ma keep gaming till I reach season 2. I'ma keep grinding till I reach season 2. You should keep going till you reach season 2. Never give up before you reach season 2. No. Living the dream is a damn shame. Living the dream is a damn lame. Living the dream deserves all blame. Living the dream needs no fame. Don't get in contact with Spike Lee. Don't do it. Please stay away from Spike Lee. Stay away. Don't negotiate with Spike Lee. Nope. Because 2K don't need Spike Lee. Never ever. Your